Hey everyone, car rant, of course, as I always do when I feel that I need to rant about something. This one is an interesting one. I think I even may have invented this concept. The irony of hate. That's how I call it. The irony of hate. Now, it is very ironic. Do you know the incident that a few days ago took place in San Diego, the shooting of the mosque by two teenagers or really young men that went to a mosque and shot, I think 3 people died, or is it 3 including, maybe, I don't know, including the 2 young men that later on committed suicide. They killed themselves after they shot the bodyguard, which was a Muslim guy defending the mosque. There were children in it. It was pretty horrendous. It was pretty sad, really. And anyway, shouldn't happen. No matter who it is that being killed or shot, it shouldn't happen. We shouldn't live like this. But why do I call it the irony of hate? As the investigation was taking place, they found out that the actual shooters were Nazis, neo-Nazis, people who hate everything that is foreign, Jews, Muslims. I have no idea why they shot these Muslims. And that's where the irony bit kicks in. Because as the investigation taken place, the guy, the guard of this place, which I think was very, very heroic of him to put his life at risk to defend the mosque and the children and the people who were in the mosque. I give this to him for sure, and of course he didn't deserve to die. But I can't help by thinking about the irony, and I keep saying irony, I know, just bear with me. Apparently, this bodyguard, this guard of the mosque, was also a Nazi. And you can see, he also hated Jews, and on his social media, he wasn't shy about it. And those 2 guys who actually, and he had a manifesto about it as well. And as those 2 guys who came and killed him, they just killed him out of hatred. Someone who hate killed someone else who hate. There's a common hate that now is taking over the planet. Now the irony of that is that we as Jews and Israelis, we've been trying for the last 3 years or 4 years to warn all of you from that. To tell you that hate, you cannot control it. Once it festers, once it takes over, it affects everyone. The hater hates the hater, and the hater killed the hater, and the same haters hate the same people that they hate and they want to kill. Once Jews were being killed in streets of America and Australia by Muslims, radical Islam and Nazis, we were saying to stand up with us against hate, all hate, because once you unleash it, it's very hard to stop it. It happened during the Second World War, and it happened also during the First World War, and it happened through the Inquisition. If you worship hate, any form of hate, eventually it consumes you, and it takes over, and it takes over your life and everybody else around you. And nobody can escape hate. No one. It's coming now and it's knocking on everybody's door. It doesn't matter if they're Muslims, if they're Christians, if they're Jews, if they're Hindus, if they're Indians, no matter what they are. Hate is there. You open the Pandora box. We've been trying to tell you, stop. It starts with the Jews, but it never ends with the Jews. Never. And those of us who don't know history don't know it. But the sad thing is that the hate that festers didn't want to teach history in schools, in universities, for that particular reason. So people want to remember how it happens, how it starts, and sadly how it ends. And I think, unfortunately, now the way things are, and what just happened in San Diego, tells me that we're a bit late. Pandora box is open. It's out there, it's in the world, and we're probably going to see more and more of that, because all of you people normalized it. When a Jew was killed, it was okay. Just let it happen, it's okay, just a Jew. What do you think happened when you normalize hate? It becomes normal. That's what we call it, normalize. It becomes normal for everybody to hate everybody and everybody to kill everybody, because nobody stands up and say, no, we shouldn't do that. Because initially it was the Jews and nobody cared. And now it's the Christians, it's the Muslims, and God knows who's next. So I suggest that we're all gonna try and wake up. You know, don't use, what I mean by normalizing is, I'll give you one simple example of normalizing it, making it okay. A few months back, there was another attempt of killing Jews in another place in America, with this guy with his car tries to ram the car into a Jewish school, I think, or a center, which they had kids in it as well, kindergarten kids. And luckily, again, the guard stopped him in time, and they found out that in his car he had explosive, and the intention was for him to kill as many Jews as possible. That was the intention. And he was Muslim, radical Muslim. So how did the news dealt with that? What did the news say to the world? Oh, you know, we get it. We get it. You know, his brother is from Lebanon. His family is from Lebanon. And because of what Israel is now doing in Lebanon, which is defending itself, fighting Hezbollah, that's what Israel is doing in Lebanon. He lost family members in Lebanon because of the bombing of Israel. The news failed to inform you that the members of family that he was talking about were actually Hezbollah terrorists. But they failed to tell you that. They just told you a little story of, oh, you know, we understand why he did it. They normalized it. They made it normal and okay. Hate is normalized. And when it does, here we are. So, you know, I can't remember who actually said that during the Second World War. But there was something that was said. I'm probably not saying it correctly, but you can find it somewhere. Someone wrote something about, you know, first they came for the gypsies, something like that, and we didn't do anything about it. Then they came for the chauvinist, it kept going on. They came for these people, they came for the gay people, then they came for the Jews, and we did nothing about it. And eventually they came for me, he said, but there was no one there to defend me because everybody else were already dead. So when we ask you to defend, we're not asking you specifically to defend the Jews. We're asking you to defend humanity from hatred. And you know what? We as Jews and Israelis, for centuries, been in the front line of hatred. If anybody knows hatred, how it looks like, how it smells, how it acts, how it operates, and what is the actual map of hatred, if you like, how it's, you know, how it grows, the anatomy of hatred. We know it. All you have to do is ask us. Ask us. We will guide you through. Unfortunately, we know everything about it. But first, stop hating us. That will be the beginning. So God help us all. Am Yisrael Chai will always be. And yeah, let's see what happens next.